Hi, in this video, I just want to demo this project called Activity Cloud SFDC Integration Example. What this is I was basically playing with Activity 7 work that is happening out there in the activity community. It's in its early stages. As part of that project, have this Activity Cloud component that's being developed. I just wanted to test this component or this project, and I just took this use case of integrating Salesforce using Activity Cloud connectors. So my use case, as you can see from this diagram, is putting a campaign in Salesforce through a business process in Activity. So when a new campaign is created, kick off a business process, put that through an approval step. Prior to that, if the status is set to active, reset it back to inactive and reset the status to null. Then upon approval, set the status back to aborted or planned, depending on whether it's approved or rejected. And then wait until the start date and then set the status to in progress in Salesforce. So in this project, as you can see, I have three main components. The first two are cloud connectors. So Salesforce Cloud Connectors, which is built on top of the cloud connector concept that we have in Activity Cloud. And the runtime, activity runtime environment for this business process is called Activity Runtime Bundle Campaign Management. So this is my Salesforce view. You can create a campaign here. And what I've done prior to this demo is I've created a topic, a push topic in Salesforce to publish notifications upon new campaign creations. Then in my project, the SFDC event listener, I'm listening to that topic for new events. When a new event comes through, I kick off a business process. Then all these service tasks that you see in this business process, they are all involved via the SFDC REST Cloud Connector. It's a clean separation of the service tasks via cloud connectors, and the activity runtime purely takes care of process execution and doesn't deal with any of your external data management. Let's see it in action. So I'm going to create a new campaign. Just say this is my new campaign. And as a user, I'm saying this is active. I'm not aware of any approval process behind this. Saying this is active, and it's, even though it starts only next week and ends on 27th. And I can say, yeah, in progress. Right? And once I save this, create this campaign, I expect the workflow to kick in and reset this flag back to inactive, and then reset the status back to null. Let's see. So you can see this is created in progress. And if I refresh that, it should go back. No, not really. Let me go back and click on it again. Yeah. So you can see the status has gone back not to null, and the active flag is being turned off. Right. And as per this workflow, you expect a new task to be created, which is the approval task. Let's inspect that in the activity runtime. I'm going to use Postman and make some API calls to find out if there are any active tasks. So let me search for tasks. Right, unauthorized error. That means I have to get a new token issued. That's my authentication. Yeah, that's now available. You can read more about these APIs through in the Activity Cloud documentation that's available as a Gitbook at this URL. And let me go back to my Postman. Now there's a task called 69. What I'm now going to do is claim this task. So this, as per the workflow, it's getting assigned to a group. I'm going to claim that. Then the next step is to complete it. So as part of the completion, what I'm going to do is setting the data as start date and end date. I'm changing the date to today or yesterday. and I'm saying I expect 100% response. The budget is 750, but I only expect actual cost to be 500, the typical management things. Expected revenue is 100. I'm going to complete this task. I've completed. Now I expect this workflow to take this path of approval, and because the date is past date, today is 13th, so I set the date to 12th and previous date. So I expect it to go through all these and make the status to in progress in Salesforce. Let's check that. Campaign. You can see the status is in progress up here, and then the date has been changed. You can see all the data that has come through. That's pretty much it. You can read about the Activity 7 work and the Activity Cloud work. If you go to the Activity Project and Community, look at the projects, and then you can see the roadmap detailed out here, which includes all the milestones, what has happened already, what is planned for the future. And there's some blog post links that is also available there. You can also look at the Git work for more, getting started. There's a getting started page on the Git work that will help you set up this pretty much the same environment what I have here and run the whole thing. Pretty cool. Try it out. Thank you.